bath with all my samples. So I'd love to have you this Tuesday, 7 p.m. And yeah, other than that, I think we should just do the thing, practice our yogas. Any questions before we start? Comments, concerns? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so the local co-op, that's what this place is. And Mosaic Yoga sublets from them. So TLC has a few of their own offerings that are different than just yoga classes. They're like all sorts of different things. And all of their offerings, you sign up in advance, you pay a certain amount. They're not by donation. So yeah, and you can find all their offerings if you're interested, the local co-op slc.com. It will still be in this space, yeah. So if you ever see the local co-op or Mosaic Yoga, it's both the same place. I know it's kind of confusing, so cool. Okay, shall we? Okay, let's do it. Let's start lying down on our backs today. So everybody just lie down. And as you come down onto your back, it may or may not feel nice to move a little. Maybe you want to take a full body stretch. Maybe you want to hug your knees in. Take a little rock. You just want to roll out your wrists or your ankles a little. So anything that feels good physically. And then find your way to stillness. So you might just rest in your Shavasana with your legs extended, arms down by your sides. Maybe feet on the ground with knees bent. Feels better on your low back. Maybe feet together, knees apart. Feels like a nice gentle hip opener for you this morning. So whatever feels most resonant, most intentional for you, just setting yourself up. And eventually, if you have not already, close your eyes. Or if you feel like you need to keep them open, then try to soften your gaze. So not looking around like you have satellites for eyes, but softening. Let your forehead relax, your eyebrows, your eyelids. And just feel for a moment, feel the ground underneath you. Let it really hold and support all of your weights. See if you can feel any parts of your body that are tensing up or tightening up or resisting already. And just by noticing, maybe something starts to shift or soften. And let's begin with 3 great big breaths together. So next time you inhale, fill up as big as you possibly can. Once you get to the top, see if you can even take an extra sip. Open your mouth, great big sigh, let it go. Ah. Very nice. Do that again. Inhale, fill up. All the way down into your toes, out into your fingertips, up into the crown of your head. Hold. And big, huge sigh. Ah. Yeah, just like that. Once more. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Take that moment. Pause. Let that breath circulate around inside. And then when you're ready, just open your mouth, let it go. Ha. Seal your lips now and start to cultivate your Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. See if you can start to create that gentle whisper noise. That oceanic sound with your breath. So can you allow yourself to just simply be here in this space, feeling the ground underneath you, noticing the air on your skin. Just let your breath flow through you. So without needing to do anything, at least for these first couple of moments, not even anticipating what comes next, but really just giving yourself this time to be still and to feel what's there, to feel what's moving through. Keep this breath moving and flowing. And everyone draw your knees towards your belly. Start to rock a little bit side to side. Give your low back a nice little massage. And then eventually let both of your knees fall over to the right side. Left arm either extends out to the left or just a cactus arm with your left arm against the ground is fine. Gaze up or over your left shoulder and take a few big, deep Buddha belly breaths as you relax into your twist. So see if you can let your breath really travel all the way down. So feel it move, feel it flow through you. Each exhale, can you empty all the way out? Very nice breathing, you guys. And then after about 3 to 5 rounds on this side, just slowly transition to the other side. So on your own, no rush. You might take a moment as you come through center to neutralize. So maybe a little rock, maybe you want to give your knees a big squeeze. And then eventually let your knees fall over to the left. Right arm either extends out to the right or cactus position with your right arm. Gaze up or over your right shoulder, big spacious breaths down into your belly. So use this time, kind of wake your body up from the inside, to wake your spine up, feel whatever sensation is there, and allow your body to just soften around whatever it is that you feel. So not trying to make it go away, not trying to control anything, but just everything has permission in this moment to flow through you. Just be with it. When you feel pretty much even on both sides, come back to center, draw your knees in, find a little rock from side to side. So give your low back a nice little massage. And then your choice, you can either find your way up to hands and knees in your own way, or if you want, you can start to rock and roll along your spine. So take a few rocks, a few rolls, and then eventually rock all the way up, cross your ankles, bring your hands to the ground in front of you. Come onto your hands and your knees. You might need to crawl back a little bit so you're nice and centered on your yoga mats. And then just start to move in any way that feels good. So maybe cat-cows, maybe hip circles. Maybe you even sit back into a kneeling position, take your arms to the sky. Maybe you want to sit back into a child's pose. So anything that your body is calling for this morning, if it helps, keep your eyes closed. So get out of your head. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing in this room. Don't worry about how you look, but use your felt senses. So if you're to put your awareness in your spine, what do you notice? What feels really good? What feels like it gets stuck? What feels tight? If you were to put your awareness in your hips or your shoulders or your hands, even your fingers, what can you observe? So use your big, spacious breaths to feel around on the inside to create space where there was not space before. No judgment, just observation. So judging in your mind sounds like, oh, my shoulders are so tight. I hate my shoulders. Why are they like that? Observation, my shoulders are tight today. I wonder why. I wonder if there's a way I can move them to start to feel a little more mobile, to start to create a little more space. So just taking in information and then responding to it, not as if it's good or bad, but just exploring. In your next few rounds of breath, no rush, downward facing dog. So you can start working your way back into your dog pose whenever you are ready. And to get back to down dog, maybe you want to move through a quick vinyasa on your own. Maybe you want to hover your knees, take a hovering tabletop, knees just an inch or so above the ground, Really find your strength first and then slowly lift your hips back and up. As you come into your down dog, keep your exploration going. Keep feeling around. So maybe you pedal out your heels. Maybe you shift your weight from side to side. Maybe you give your head a little shake. Yes, no. So feel the space, the length from your fingertips all the way up to your sit bones. Spread your fingers wide and push into the ground. You could even imagine you're taking energy from the earth and moving it up through your arms, through your side bodies. Connect to your center. So imagine there's a rope attached to your belly button and it's literally pulling up towards the ceiling, tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. Yeah, so feel that lift that comes from your center. Nice, everybody. Big, deep breath. So wherever you are at, your breath is still right there with you. It's still flowing through. You guys look awesome. See if you can soften your face, unclench your jaw. Again, loosen through your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyelids. Take one more big inhalation. And then as you exhale, look to the top of your mat. However you want to get there, forward fold. Hang out in your fold for just a moment. I would recommend for this first one especially, feet at least hips width distance apart, maybe even a little bit wider. Just gives your pelvis a little more space. And then if you want, grab opposite elbows for ragdoll. Maybe even hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers at the base of your skull. Give the back of your neck some traction. So just hang out and breathe. See if you can feel your breath in your back body. See if you can imagine your breath moving all the way down the backs of your legs. Try not to rock forward or rock back. Try not to rock back into your heels, but instead, tiny rock forward into your toes and the balls of your feet. And then use your core engagement to lift your sit bones as high as you can. That's how you work the stretch in the backs of your legs. Take one more great big breath. As you inhale, come to a halfway lift position. So spine nice and long. Stick your butt out, reach the top of your head forward. Exhale, bow, let it go. Do that again. Lift halfway. So how much length and even strength can you feel in your back body? Back muscles hug your spine. Exhale, fold, let it go. This time, come through your halfway lift and take it all the way to stand. As you breathe in, arms reach up, stretch tall. Hands to your heart center, exhale. All right, inhale, arms to the sky, reach. And as you exhale, slow dive down. Sometimes I bring my hands through my third eye center when I don't have a lot of space around me. Go all the way down, forward fold. Good work. As you inhale, lift halfway, find your length. And exhale, let it go. Root through your feet, lead with your heart, take it all the way up. Arms reach, big full body stretch. Exhale, hands to heart center, reconnect with you. Do that again. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, slow dive down. So lead with your heart, traction out your spine. Nice, Andrea, then let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow, release, fold in. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise up. Arms to the sky with your inhale, big full body stretch. Exhale, hands to heart center, reconnect to you. Inhale, take your arms up. And then as you exhale this time, side body stretch towards the window. So you choose, you might grab your left wrist, you might interlace your fingers, steeple index. Maybe you take a yin yang variation with your right arm underneath. So you choose just stretching into your left side. Nice, Jana, nice, Lucy. So feel your left side body and visualize your breath moving into that space. See if you can create more space just by breathing bigger. More weight in your left foot, Move your hips to the left as you reach over towards the right side of the room. One more round. So crescent moon shape with your body. Inhale, come back to center, realign, re-lengthen. With your exhale, other side, up and over. So hips go right, upper body goes left. If you try to create this just with your upper body, you're super limited in your range of motion. So start from lower, more weight in your right foot, hips move to the right, and then reach as far as you can. Create more space in your right waistline, and then in between your right ribs, your intercostal muscles, stretch them out, wake them up. Very nice. Take one more round. Good rows. Inhale back to center, both feet on your mat, both arms to the sky. As you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, roll your shoulders back and down. If you tend to lock out your elbows, bend your elbows, press your palms together, and then imagine your elbows are magnetized. Squeeze them as close as you can. See if you can start to reach your hands back away from your body. Try not to lock out your elbows. And then maybe add a little back bend. So lift your gaze, lift your heart, puff up through your chest. Press your hips gently forward, but hug in with your inner thighs like you're squeezing a yoga block. Take one more big inhale. Stay with your hands clasped and exhale, slow dive down. So keep your fingers interlaced as you dive down, forward fold. Relax your neck at the bottom. Hang out here for a moment with your fingers interlaced. See if you can really let your head be heavy. Shake yes, no, maybe so. See if you can lift your sit bones up. Weight slightly forward in your toes and the balls of your feet. So use your core. See if you can lift your knuckles up. Maybe even reach them forward. Yes, beautiful. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, hands to your low back. Release your clasp. Let your arms hang down. Give them a nice little shake out. Good job. As you inhale, find your halfway lift. Realign your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, plank position. Did this happen last week or was this just me? All right, take a big inhale at the top of your push-up. Push the ground away. And as you exhale, slowly lower. Good job. Breathe in and find a back bend of your choice. Lift your heart, tone your belly. Whenever you're ready, downward facing dog, no rush. Good job, friends. Back in your down dog, about 5 rounds. So whatever there is to feel, whatever movements you want to take. Just feeling around, noticing what's there. Use the strength in your arms, strengthen your core. If it feels good, keep a big, deep bend in your knees. Lift to your toes and the balls of your feet, almost like you could pounce forward. If it feels good, maybe you want to press your heels towards the ground and work the length in the backs of your legs. Even I can't set my heels on the ground. I can't get my feet flat on the ground, but I can pick up my toes and spread them apart. And sometimes that brings more of a stretch into the backs of my legs. So play around, get curious. Downward facing dog, it's a pose we come to all the time, but there's a million things to notice. There's a million ways to explore in your own body. So how does this pose feel for you today in this moment? Good. Take one more big, huge inhale, friends. Lift your hips even higher, grow your spine even longer. And then exhale, look to the top of your space, however you want to get there, forward fold. As you breathe in, find your halfway lift, lengthen out. Telescope your ribs, back of your neck long. Exhale, fold and bow. And from the press of your feet, rise all the way up to stand. Heart leads, arms to the sky with your inhale. Hands to your heart center as you exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms up. And then this time, sit back into a chair pose. So weight in your heels as you sit back. See if you can pick up your toes, spread them apart, make them active. Okay, I think I got us some music again. Let's see. Now it's really soft. Okay, so as you sit back, see if you can stay connected to your center. Feel your navel draw back towards your spine. And then hearts lifted. So rather than gazing down at the ground and rounding through your upper back, see if you can pull the bottom tips of your shoulder blades in and down. Feel that little lift in your heart. Stay connected to your center. Belly button draws back and up. Take one more full round of breath here. Good job. Now everything stays the same, but just take your arms and swing them back. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. Little bend in your elbows. Imagine your elbows are magnetized behind you. Option to float up to your tiptoes now. So I call this drinking bird. You can stay here, or if you want to play, maybe see if you can straighten your legs. And then like a drinking bird, dip your beak down towards the ground. Yeah, good, awesome. Take one more round here, just playing. Your butt's high, your beak's low. Inhale all the way up to your high mountain. So you can set your heels down or stay on your tiptoes, you choose. Maybe stay on your tiptoes, swan dive down. Forward fold, let your ankles and your feet shake and tremble. Be with it. Nice, Elle. Heels on the ground as you breathe into your halfway lift position. Beautiful. Exhale, let it go. Plant your hands, feet back, plank pose. And then just take your vinyasa however you want to today. So you can add or subtract. You can add a couple push-ups if you want more. You can skip it at any time if you want less. Take it on your knees, substitute cat-cows. Back in your down dog, reconnect to your big deep breaths. Good job, friends. All right, from your downward facing dog, this time take your right leg to the sky. So take a moment, and if you want to, you can open your hip up. You can roll out your right ankle. Maybe you want to take some circles with your right leg or your right knee, kind of getting into your hip. So feel around in your three-legged dog, but then eventually everybody square hips. So see if you can feel the difference. Open hips, square hips. See if you can find length and strength in your right leg as you straighten or as you square off. So straighten your right leg as much as you can. I don't care about height, but make it long, strong, powerful. Yes, active through your right foot. So press up with your right foot, press down through your hands. Take one more big inhale. Nice, Christine. As you exhale, right knee to your nose, round your spine, hollow out your belly. Stay here as you breathe in and push the ground away. See if you can lift higher through your waistline. You should be on your back, tippy toes. Exhale, step forward softly. Rise when you are ready, crescent lunge. So front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. Yes, find stability through your legs by energetically pulling your front hip back, back hip forward. So it's like you want to plug the femur bones into the hip sockets. Little tone in your low belly, navel to spine. Lift through your heart, proud chest. Lift your gaze. So feel your body, feel your lower body as your foundation, the strength of your pose. And then your upper body as your own unique expression. Breathe into it, soften around it. Take one more big inhale into crescent lunge. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to your front thigh, lean forward a little bit. So hug in with your inner thighs and pull your belly button in and up. Find that connection to center. See if you can keep that. Lean forward more, press into your front foot, back foot floats off the ground for a warrior three variation. Back leg strong and powerful, like you're trying to stomp it on the back wall. You can stay here, or if you want, play around with some arms. Hips are square. Bend your standing leg if it's helpful. See if you can gaze down so back of your neck is long. Navel to spine. Take one more round. Awesome, Alex. End of your exhale, back to crescent lunge. Land softly if possible. Arms reach up, gaze up, breathe in. Exhale, set your hands down. So you're in a low lunge. And then twist. Left hand stays on the ground, right arm to the sky. Revolve lunge. Legs are strong. If you want to modify, you can always set your back knee down gently. Otherwise, back leg is powerful. Imagine you're trying to drag your front hip back, but at the same time, your right knee is magnetized to your left armpit. Breathe down into your belly and use your exhale. Pull your belly button back and twist a little bit further from the inside. One more round. Really nice. Nice, Chris. End of your exhalation. Let that go. Now listen. Pivot your back heel down. Warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Rise up. Settle in. So right toes face directly forward. Left toes face directly to the left. See if you can really wrap your front butt cheek, your right butt cheek underneath your body so it's not sticking out behind you, and feel your front knee tracking open towards your pinky toe rather than collapsing in towards your big toe. Next time you breathe in, legs stay exactly the same, but reach forward. So as far as you can, even imagine you can slide your rib cage, and then side angle. Only your arm should have to change. Right hand towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. Maybe right elbow to right thigh. Nice, Bobby. Maybe left arm forward. Nice, Trish. So bicep next to your ear if you want to stretch your left side. Half bind or full bind if it's in your practice and you feel ready to go there. Feel free. Take about 2 or 3 more breaths in your side angle. Heart is open. Hips are open. Your feet are rooted, strong on the ground. Keep wrapping your right butt cheek, tracking your right knee towards your pinky toe. Last round, wherever you are at. Inhale, stay in your legs, reverse warrior. So all the way up, all the way back. Reach up, reach back. Keep that deep bend in your front knee and keep tracking your front knee towards your pinky toe. Stretch through your right rib cage, the space between your ribs. Stretch through your right waistline. Breathe into that space. See if you can bend your front knee more and then reach a little bit further with your right fingertips. One last huge inhale. Beautiful. Nice, Chris. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground. Pivot to the ball of your back foot. So you're in low lunge. Now listen, 3-legged dog, right leg to the sky. Take it back and up. You can stay here, or you can go straight to down dog, or next inhale, rock forward, 3-legged plank. Feel free to modify. As you exhale, chaturanga, lower down. Yes, nice, Mike. Inhale, heart lifts. Keep your shoulders back and down. Feel free to take an extra breath or 2 if you want. Eventually, downward facing dog. Nice, Sally. So take it back, find your breath. Everybody down dog. You can walk it out if you want to. Maybe you give yourself an open mouth sigh, just a release of energy. Reconnect to you, to your body, to your breath, whatever's going on inside. Take an inhale and lift your left leg to the sky. Good. So at first, go ahead, explore if you want to. So maybe, yeah, you roll out your ankle, you open your hip, you take some circles. Anything goes. And then eventually square hips. So inner thighs face one another. Left hip faces down, maybe slightly back. Press up with your left foot and make your left leg strong and powerful. So get it so straight that you feel your left quad muscle turn on. Straight, straight, squeeze. Yes, take one more big inhale. Press up with your left foot. Press down through your hands. Exhale, left knee to your nose. Round your spine, hollow out your belly. Yes, stay here. Breathe in. Push the ground away. Lift through your waistline. Awesome job. Exhale, step forward, low lunge. And then rise into your crescent in your own time. Nice, loose. So take a moment, settle in, find stability. Awesome, Mary Jo. So front hip pulls back, back hip pulls forward. Your hips are square. Your legs are your strong foundation. So your legs are what holds you, what supports you, what stabilizes you. And then your upper body, feel into your own unique expression. Heart is lifted, belly is toned, your face is soft. Maybe you even smile a tiny bit. I feel so weird smiling when I practice yoga, so I've been trying to do it more. Take one more big inhale. Maybe you reach a little higher. Good job. Exhale, hands come to your front thigh and lean forward just a bit. So preparing for our balance, find your center, navel to spine. Your hips will stay square. When you're ready, float your back foot off the ground. So warrior 3 variation. I like pressing into my front thigh because it gives me something to push against and find leverage to lengthen my spine. So if that helps you, maybe this is where you stay. Otherwise, option to play with some arms. You might reach back, you might reach forward, maybe just one arm reaches forward, maybe prayer hands. So you do you, hips are square, back legs strong. Take one more full round of breath. Back to crescent lunge, soft landing. Reach up, gaze up, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the ground. Twist, right hand stays down. You can also use a block under your right hand if you want to. Left arm to the sky. Good. So revolve lunge. Feel the twist coming from your center underneath your rib cage. So your legs are strong. Your left shoulder stacks on top of your right shoulder. So see if you can feel the left side of your heart opening up. Breathe down into your belly, your low back, and as you exhale, that's your invitation to twist just a little bit further from the inside to ring out. Take one last round. Maybe gaze up at your left fingertips. Nice, Amy. End of your exhale. Let that go. Pivot your back heel down now. Warrior 2, rise as you are ready. Nice job. So left toes directly forward, right toes directly to the right. Your front knee is bent a lot and it's tracking open towards your pinky toe rather than collapsing inward. Feel the opening in your hips, opening in your heart. Legs stay the same. With your next inhale, reach forward as far as you can. Reach, and then tip it over, side angle. So left arm towards the ground, right arm towards the sky. Nice, Maddie. Keep your heart open. Keep your hips open. Maybe you reach your right arm forward, bicep next to ear. Maybe you take the half or the full bind if you feel ready for it. Make sure you can breathe wherever you choose to go. Breath moves through every little space inside. Nice, John. Beautiful poses, everybody. Take your last couple of breaths. Awesome, Scotty. Next time you inhale, see if you can stay deep in your legs. Reverse your warrior. So reach up, reach back. Imagine you're trying to lift your left rib cage up away from your left hip joint. Bend your front knee even more. Track it towards your pinky toe. Breathe into your left waistline and the space between your left ribs. See if you can increase that space with your breath. Beautiful. Nice, Bobby. Take one more huge inhale and reach through your fingertips. Reach. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, pivot to the ball of your back foot. So you're back in a low lunge. From here, take your left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. You can hang out here or exhale, rock forward, plank to chaturanga. So see if you can do that just with your exhale, lower down. Yeah, maybe you're hovering left leg, maybe not. Inhale, heart lifts. Take an extra breath or two if you're feeling it. Eventually back to downward facing dog. So take a moment, reconnect here. Slow and steady ujjayi breaths, deep diaphragmatic breaths. We'll move through that entire sequence. Couple more times. just to build some heat to get into a flow. So if at any time you want to take a little break, you want to move on your own, you want to do your own thing, always that is up to you. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog, one more big, huge inhale, push the ground away. Exhale, gaze forward, however you want to get there, top of your space, forward fold. Lift halfway as you breathe in. Exhale, bow, let it go. Good job. Root through your feet, rise all the way to stand, arms to the sky, big stretch, lengthen out. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, here we go. Inhale, take your arms up, high mountain. Exhale, chair, plane, or drinking bird. So swing your arms back, option to float to tiptoes. Maybe stay on your tiptoes, high mountain. So as tall as you can possibly grow. Squeeze through the front of your thighs. Maybe stay on your tiptoes, slow dive down. It helps me now if I bend my knees when I dive. Yeah, nice rose. Halfway lift with your heels on the ground, lengthen, realign. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. See if you can keep that exhale going as you lower through chaturanga. Nice chels with your in-breath. Peel your heart open. Keep your shoulders back and down. Elbow tips should point towards the back wall. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips high, spine long. Inhale, take your right leg high. Make it strong and powerful. Exhale, use your core to softly step your right foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise up, strong through your legs. Beautiful, nice reach. Exhale, hands to your front thigh, navel to spine, prepare for your balance. Inhale to float your back foot off the ground. You're gonna hold as you exhale, option for arms if you want to add. Nice lily. Inhale takes you back to crescent, soft landing if possible. Reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, twist, right arm to the sky, open through the right side of your heart. Exhale, unwind, pivot your back heel down. Inhale, warrior two stance, rise, settle in. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over all the way to empty in your breath, navel to spine connection, stay in your legs, reverse your warrior. So take it all the way up and back, lengthen your right side. Keep that deep bend in your front knee. Exhale, low lunge, cartwheel your hands down, pivot to the ball of your back foot. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg high. You choose, exhale straight to down dog or rock forward, plank to chaturanga. You can make it your variation. Inhale, heart lifts. Nice job. Exhale, hips lift. Good bend. Great big inhalation to take your left leg high. Stretch it out. Strong through your left leg. Exhale, step your left foot forward as soft as you can. Low lunge. With your in-breath, crescent lunge, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, hands to your front thigh, navel to spine, prepare for your balance. As you breathe in, back foot floats up, warrior three variation, stay as you exhale, maybe you add some arms. Good work. Inhale, back to crescent, soft landing. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to the earth. Twist. Breathe in, left arm to the sky. Exhale, let that go. Back heel pivots down. Inhale, warrior two. Rise, open up. Beautiful, friends. Exhale, side angle. So reach forward, then tip it over. Everything stays open. Inhale, reverse. Keep that deep bend in your front knee as you reach up and back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged down dog, left leg high. Straight to your down dog, or exhale, rock forward, chaturanga. Nice cow. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Take a moment here. If you would rather grab a quick child's pose, that's fine with me. Just give your body a moment to rest. If you've lost track of your breath, bring it back. Slow, steady, intentional, and spacious. We'll move through that flow one more time. This time, I'm gonna add a few little changes. So just like you always do, stay present, listen to my cues, take what works, leave the rest behind. Moving slowly and mindfully, if you're coming with me, downward facing dog. Great big inhale into your dog pose. Exhale, look to the top of your space, step or float, forward fold. Lift halfway as you breathe in. Lengthen the back of your neck. Exhale, fold, bow. Root through your feet, rise up. Arms to the sky with your inhale. Hands to your heart as you exhale. All right, listen here. Inhale, arms reach up. Side body stretch towards the windows with your exhalation. You can make it your own, all the way to emptying your breath. And then inhale, back to center. Other side, up and over. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Reach up. Now chair plane or drinking bird. So exhale, bend your knees, swing your arms back, maybe float to tiptoes. Maybe stay on your tiptoes all the way up as tall as you can grow. High mountain. Nice, Taylor. As you exhale, maybe stay on your tiptoes. Slowly dive down into your fold. Good work. Heels on the ground for your halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Keep that exhale going as you lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, peel your heart open. Beautiful. Exhale, take your hips back, down dog. All right, listen carefully. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Stay and hold or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Nice, Tiffany. Inhale, three-legged, back up, stretch and lengthen. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, or even aim for your armpit. Maybe you even bend your elbows, add a little push-up. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Nice, Paul. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Everyone step through, low lunge. Rise up with your in-breath, crescent lunge. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, hands to your front thigh. Prepare for balance. One more time here. Inhale, warrior three variation. Back foot floats up. Stay for your in-breath, or excuse me, your out-breath. Add arms if you want. And crescent lunge. Breathe in to land softly. Reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hands come down. You've got your twist with your in-breath. Feel your right side open. Reach up with your right hand. Exhale, unwind. Set up your warrior two. Rise up as you inhale. Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, side angle. Reach forward, tip it over. Pause here. You can stay in side angle if you want. Otherwise, option for balancing half moon. Right hand reaches forward, maybe you use a block. Back foot floats up. Strong, powerful through your back leg. Yes, it's like you're stomping your back foot on the back wall. Keep your heart open, keep your hips open. If there's a variation you want to take, go for it. About 2 more breaths wherever you are at. Your pose, your own expression. What is there to feel in your body? One last round. End of your exhale. See if you can land in a warrior two stance. So everybody meet in a warrior two. Ah, good job. So take a moment, reconnect. Next time you breathe in, reverse warrior, back to our flow. Reach up, reach back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground. You're in low lunge. Inhale, three-legged down dog, right leg high. Exhale, straight to dog pose or rock forward, chaturanga dandasana. Make it your own. Lift your heart as you breathe in. Shoulders stay back and down. Hips as you breathe out, down dog. Ah, very nice. Big inhale, left leg to the sky. Hold here, or with your exhale, left knee, right elbow. Use your core strength. Push the ground away. Inhale back up. Three-legged dog. Strong through your left leg. Left to left with your exhale. Aim high. Aim for your armpit. Add the push-up if you want. Inhale back up. Nice, Kelly. Everybody needs your nose. Scoop out your belly, then step forward softly. Nice climb. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, hands to front thigh. One more time. Prepare for your balance on this side. And inhale, back foot floats up. Strong through your back legs. Stay as you exhale. Option for arms if you want them. Ah, good job. Breathe in and land back in crescent. Soft landing if possible. Heart lifts. Yes, exhale, hands come down. Right hand stays down. Twist, inhale. Left side of your heart opens. Exhale, unwind. Back heel pivots down. One more time, warrior two, rise. Exhale, side angle, tip it over, reach forward, tip it over, stay here. Option for balancing half moon on this side if you would like to take it. Good. So back leg strong. It's like you're karate kicking with your back leg. It got frozen in space, strong and powerful. Heart open, hips open. So see if you can let your right hip really stack on top of your left. If you were to look back, you should be able to see your right toes. Take one last big inhale. As you exhale, see if you can land softly back in your warrior two. Good job. So take a moment. If it didn't happen gracefully, no big deal. Settle in, find your breath. Next time you breathe in, reverse warrior. Reach up, reach back. Keep the deep bend in your front knee. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Three-legged dog, breathe in, left leg high. And then exhale, chaturanga. So come forward, plank to chaturanga, your own variation. Heart lifts with your inhale. You choose down dog or child's pose, or even hero's pose, just a seated meditation. So give yourself a moment to just be, to just feel, to be in your own body, soak in everything that's flowing through, not good or bad, just energy. No judgment, just observation. Everything is welcome in the space that is you. You need a couple open mouth sighs, go for it. Yeah, some horse lips, go for it. Nice job, friends. In your next couple of breaths, downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. So can you feel your breath and hear your breath as it flows through you? Take a great big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, gaze to the top of your space, however you want to get there. Forward fold. Lift halfway as you breathe in. And exhale, let it go. Let's just roll up to stand. So let your arms and your head hang and just ever so slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. When you're at the very top, your head stacks. Maybe you want to roll your shoulders out a couple times. From here, we will balance on our left foot. So as you're ready, you're standing at the top of your mat, left foot roots down, right knee lifts up, and then reach your arms to the sky for standing stack. So take a moment to find your balance here. Flex your right toes, make your right foot active. Hug in with your inner thighs. Good. One more inhale. Exhale, figure four, one-legged chair. So outer right ankle, top of your left thigh. You might sit back into a chair plane variation, arms back behind you. You might even take it into a forward fold variation. You might play with an arm balance if that is in your practice. So I'll leave that up to you. You do whatever works best for you in your body. About 3 to 5 breaths. Keep your right toes flexed and active. Keep pressing your outer ankle onto the top of your thigh. Keep breathing, slow and steady. Focused and alert, but calm and relaxed all at the same time. Last couple rounds. Nice, Charles. If you fall in, no big deal. Come back when you are ready. Make this your practice. No judgment, just observation. See if you can slowly transition back to standing staff. So right where we started with your right knee lifted, arms to the sky. Nice breathe. Flexion through your right toes. Hug in with your inner thighs. Take one more in breath. If you want, you can extend your right leg forward. Just try not to lean back. And then slow motion, low lunge. So see if you can bring your fingertips and toes to the ground at the exact same time. So eventually, low lunge and your left foot is now in front, yes? Bring your hands to the inside of your left foot. Walk your left foot out to the width of your yoga mat. Sometimes I even like to bring my left foot onto the hardwood floor. So take it as wide as you want to, and then see if you can start to lower your upper body down. So try not to collapse all your weight to the right, but encourage your weight to the left and slightly forward. Back knee can come down for a little less intensity at any time. Very nice, you guys. Make sure your left knee isn't falling inward, but track it open towards your pinky toe. If it helps, you can pivot your left toes out to the left a little bit. You can even roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Just keep your ankle nice and strong. Nice, Amy. If you want to go deeper at any point, scoot your back knee or your back foot back a little bit further. We'll be here for about 3 more rounds. So I know it is uncomfortable. Can you be with that discomfort? Can you soften around it? Can you breathe into it? So tell your body, I know you're uncomfortable, but it's okay. You're safe. You can relax. Big, huge breaths. One more, maybe an open mouth exhale. Very nice. Lift back up to your hands. If you are not there already, plant them under your shoulders. If you have your back knee on the ground, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and then work your left foot all the way to the back of your mat so you'll be in a plank position. From your plank pose, side plank, Vashisthasana, right hand is your foundation. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. Left arm to the sky. If you want to modify, your right knee can come down. Also, your right forearm could come down. Lift your hips really high. So unless you have your bottom knee on the ground, then make sure you're lifting your hips to get out of your shoulder and your wrist. Maybe take your left arm towards me, towards the front wall. So left side, really long. Feel into that, breathe into that. Maybe left leg floats up. Maybe you play with a variation. One more round, your fullest expression. You got it. End of your exhale, plank or modified. So top of your push-up, take an inhale to prepare. Push the ground away. Exhale all the way to your belly slowly. Good job. We're gonna stay low. Start with a baby cobra. Nice, Emily. So just your heart lifts, using the strength in your back, not in your arms. Roll your shoulders back and down. Point your elbow tips straight back. Now see if you can really press down through your pelvis and your shoelaces. Even try to spread your toes and press down through your toenails. Back of your neck long, so feel the length in the back of your neck. With your hands, imagine you're trying to pull your body forward or drag your body forward. So rather than pushing down, you're pulling back. Feel all the strength work this requires when you use all this awareness. Now see if you can keep your heart lifted this high. Don't lift your legs, just lift your arms. Lift your hands and reach your arms back. Squeeze your back muscles towards your spine, maybe bend your elbows and try to squeeze your elbows closer to one another behind your back. Keep pressing through your shoelaces, through your pelvis. Awesome, Trish. Take one more big inhale. Feel your mid-back muscles fire. See if you can lift, lift, lift. Good work. Exhale, let it go. However you want to get back to down dog in your next 5 breaths. So if you want to rest on your belly for your next 5 breaths and then move back into your down dog, perfect. Maybe you want to windshield wiper your shins. Maybe you want to move into some cat-cows or child's pose and then take yourself back to dog pose. So whatever feels right in your body. Eventually downward facing dog, no rush. Ujjayi breath. So if you've lost it, for me, this is the time that I think the breath becomes so important. Your body's already tired, your muscles are already fatigued, but your breath is brand new every single time you breathe in. So use it, hone in on it. It's your support. It's powering through your practice, powering you through your practice. Good job, everybody. Downward facing dog. Take one more inhale. Exhale, look to the top of your space, however you want to get there. Forward fold. Lift halfway. Breathe in, lengthen out. Exhale, fold and bow. One more time, let's roll up like we're having a competition. Who can go the slowest? Roll one vertebra at a time. Very, very top. Your head stacks. Once your head stacks, maybe you roll your shoulders out. So eventually just coming to stand at the top of your mat with so much awareness, so much intention and attention. This time we will balance on our right foot. So from your standing position, standing staff. Right foot is your base, left knee lifts, arms to the sky. Good. Active through your left foot. Active weight is so much easier to hold. It's so much lighter. So do yourself a favor. Make your left foot active. Hug in with your inner thighs. Find that connection to center. Feel your breath. Take one more inhale. Exhale, figure 4, one-legged chair. So outer left ankle, top of your right thigh as you sit back. So weight comes into your right heel as you sit back into a one-legged chair. You can play with your arms, maybe chair plane arms, maybe forward fold of some sort, maybe an arm balance play of some sort. So you do you. If you fall out a million times, meet yourself right there. That's your practice today. Not a performance. Feel whatever there is to feel. Be compassionate, be playful. Keep that activation through your left toes. Keep pressing firmly your outer ankle into the top of your thigh like you're trying to cement them together. Send your breath down into your hips. Nice, Alex. Focused and alert, but calm and relaxed all at the same time. Last couple rounds. Maybe stay balanced on your right foot. If you can, slow transition back to your standing staff. So eventually, left knee lifts again, arms reach up, active through your left toes. Option to extend your left leg forward if you want a little bit more. Try not to lean back. One more inhale. Nice, Maddie. Exhale, low lunge, slowly. See if you can touch fingers and toes down at the exact same time. Nice, Rose. Good. Very good, everyone. Once you're in your low lunge, bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out to the width of your yoga mat, maybe even a little wider, maybe onto the hardwood floor. Start to lower your upper body down so it's like your heart is melting towards the ground. You can spin your right toes out to the right a little bit. You could roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. Just make sure your ankle stays strong. Try not to collapse over to your left. So if you put all of your weight over to the left, the pose just collapses. You want to encourage your weight to the right. Feel it in your hip. If your front knee is coming forward of your ankle, then it's no longer in your hip. It's now in your ankle and your knee. So keep your knee right over your ankle or even a little bit behind it. If you want to go deeper at any time, back knee or back foot scoots back just a little bit further. Soften. So notice, where are you holding? Where are you tensing up? And where can you breathe into and allow those muscles to let go? Maybe it's just an energetic softening. I like to imagine that I can soften through my heart space. What does that feel like? Take about 2 or 3 more big, deep breaths. Front knee over your ankle. Don't let your knee fall in. Keep it tracking out. One last huge round. Open mouth exhale if you want. Ah, good. Lift back up to your hands. Plant them firmly under your shoulders. Lift to your back tiptoes. So if your back knee's down, lift it up, and then work your right foot to the back of your mat. You'll be in a plank position. From your plank, side plank. Left hand is your base this time. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your left foot. Feet can be stacked or staggered. You're karate chopping your mat with the outer edge of your left foot. Make it strong. Lift your hips really high. Maybe reach your right arm forward. Maybe float your right leg up. So your fullest expression on this side, whatever that looks like for you today. So much strength. And then can you find a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of softness? Maybe you just smile. Take one last breath. Good job. End of your exhale, plank or modified. Inhale at the top. Find your strength first. All the way to your belly. Come into your baby cobra, just like we did before. So feeling into the strength in your back body, not using your arms to lift, but feeling all of those muscles hug around your spine. This time, float your hands up, reach your hands back, float your feet up, reach your toes back, but don't let your legs widen. So hug in with your inner thighs like you're squeezing a block, and even imagine you're trying to rotate your inner thighs up towards the ceiling. Maybe a bend in your elbows, and imagine they're magnetized. Squeeze them closer, lift your upper body higher. Yes. So use your mid-back muscles. Muscles you didn't even know you had. Take one last huge inhale, lift, lift, lift. Let it go. Ah, good job. Take about 5 rounds to get back to down dog. Anything goes. Windshield wiper your shins, shimmy your hips, some cat-cows. Bless you. And see if, rather than tuning out, going off somewhere else in your mind, see if you can stay here. Feel whatever there is to feel. Feel your body on the ground. Feel your breath flowing through. Feel your muscles. Feel what feels strong, what feels tired. Slow, steady ujjayi. Reconnecting to you, to this moment. Good, you guys. If you're not already there, start your transition back to your downward facing dog. All right, from your dog pose, inhale, take your right leg to the sky. And then try not to move through your hands or your shoulders. Everybody open up your right hip. So bend your right knee, reach it out, reach it up. Feel your right hip stack on top of left. Perfect place to stay, or option to flip your dog for a moment. So right foot comes down behind you, nice and easy with awareness. Nice, Taylor. Lift your right arm, reach it forward. Heart forward. Imagine there's a mirror on this front wall and you're trying to look at yourself in that mirror. Lift your hips. Take one more big breath. Beautiful. End of your exhale. Everybody meet back in a three-legged down dog and square off your hips. So feel the big difference. Take one more inhale. Right leg strong and powerful. Now listen, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your space. Set your body down gently. You want your right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat, not midline. So if you have your right knee right out in front of you, you're not getting external rotation through your hips. So you want to take your knee out wide. And then just like we do in crescent lunge, pull front hip back, back hip forward, plug the femur bones in. Keep pulling your right hip back as you take your heart forward and down for your bow. If you would rather take this nice bend on your back or in a seat, please feel free. So allow yourself to be here, not anticipating when you're done, not anticipating what comes next, but just feeling the sensation in your hips, breathing into it, softening around it. Ah. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. Loosen through your forehead. You might even notice emotions coming and going. See if you can let them. So let this be a time and a space where you just get to process, where you just get to be with whatever's there. About 3 more rounds. Open mouth exhales, always welcome. Take one last huge breath. Slowly start to find your way into a three-legged tabletop. So you'll lift your upper body, plant your hands, tuck your back toes under, and then just kind of scoot your back knee forward, unthread your right leg, give it a nice little shake out here. Yeah. And you might even take some circles with your right knee. Eventually extend your right leg all the way back, nice and long. Take your right tiptoes off the left side of your mat, set them on the ground, and then pull your hips towards the windows as you gaze back over your left shoulder. So for me, I like to bend my elbows and kind of peekaboo under my left armpit. Make this feel good. So feel around. You might rock a little forward, rock a little back, round or arch. So right tiptoes on the ground, press them down, lengthen your right side. Take one more round. Gaze back over your left shoulder, Trish. Look at your tiptoes. Good, and then come back, tabletop. From your tabletop, bring your knees out wider than your hips. We're gonna take thread the needle. So right arm out to the right, all the way up, inhale. Exhale, thread your right arm through. Come down to rest, outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. You can make this whatever you want to. You can make it more restorative, more active. It's up to you. Breathe into your back body. All the way to empty with each exhale. Soft through your face. And just feeling into the ground underneath you. The energy flowing through you. Softening around whatever's there. Good job, everybody. And if you do happen to have your left hand lifted, set your left hand back on the ground. Next time you breathe in, unthread your right arm and reach it all the way up, up, up. And right hand down. Downward facing dog. If you want to move through your own vinyasa, that's fine with me. Otherwise, just walk it out for a moment in your down dog. Good, everybody. Find your breath. Inhale, left leg to the sky. See if you can stay strong through your shoulders, rooted through both of your hands. Open up your left hip. So bend your knee, reach it out and up. It's like your left hip is a hinge on a door. Your left leg is the door and it just swings open. Stay here. This is a great place to stay or option to flip your dog. So with awareness of the space around you. Very nice. Good, Scotty. Left foot steps back, left arm reaches forward, or maybe you want your left hand behind your head. Little support there. Beautiful. You got it. Breathe down into your belly. Back muscles strong. Heart forward. One last round. End of your exhale, everybody meet in a three-legged down dog. Square off your hips. Inner thighs face each other. Feel that big difference. One more in-breath. Pigeon pose, exhale. Left shin forward. Gently bring your body down. Good, Summer. So left knee towards the outer left edge of your mat to get the external rotation. Hug towards midline first. Find the structure, what we call the integrity of the pose. And then start to soften around it, breath by breath. If you need to take this on your back or in a seat, or if you just want to, please feel free. Nice, Lucy. See if you can keep your front toes active, like you're trying to spread them. What that does, keeps all the little tendons and ligaments in place, so you're not pulling on them around your knee or your ankle. Nice, Sal. So energetically, your left hip is pulling back gently as you bow forward. Big, deep breath. Just allow your body to feel whatever there is to feel. So everything is welcome in the space that is you. Soft face, soft heart, soft shoulder, soft fingers. Big breaths, about 3 more, 3 or 4. Good job. Everybody take one last round. Bless you. Huge inhale all the way down into your low back, low belly, hips, pelvic floor. And then side out, let it go. Ah. Just like we did before, three-legged tabletop. So lift your upper body, plant your hands, scoot your back knee forward a little bit so you feel your hips get higher, and then unthread your left leg. Take it back for that little shake out. Maybe you want to circle, bend your knee, take a few circles. Yes. And then left leg straight back. Make it nice and long. Take your left tiptoes off the right side of your mat. Set them on the ground. Push them into the ground. Pull your hips to the left as you gaze back over your right shoulder. So I like to bend one or both elbows a lot of times. Sometimes I even come down to one forearm. Sometimes I walk my left hand forward a little bit to lengthen my left side more. So feel around. This pose, I think, feels so good if you can figure out how. Take one more big breath. Yes, very nice. And then come back to a tabletop. And we'll thread the needle with our right arm, or let's see, our left arm. So knees at least hips width distance apart, left arm out and up, breathe in and thread it through. Come down to rest. Breathe into your back body all the way to empty with your exhales, feeling whatever there is to feel. So when you know we're winding down, can you still keep your breath just like it was at the very beginning of our practice? Slow, steady, powerful, and strong. Ujjayi is my most favorite because it's energizing at the same time as it's soothing and relaxing, calming. So use it. Soft face. Soft outer shell. About 3 more breaths. Good job, friends. If you do have your right hand lifted, set your right hand back on the ground. Next inhalation, unthread your left arm. Reach it up one more time, higher than you did before. And set it down. One last down dog just to stretch. If you want to take one last vinyasa on your own, feel free. Good job. And once you're back in down dog, just feel into all that length and space you have created. One more great big inhale. And then exhale, gaze forward, hop to or through your hands, come all the way down into a seat. Yes, and then all the way down onto your back, nice and easy. And if you have any extra layers of clothes you want to put on before going down onto your back, feel free. Once you're there, just like at the very beginning of our practice, hug your knees in, gentle rock from side to side. Set your feet on the ground with your knees bent. Bring your feet out to the width of your yoga mat. So feet wider than hips. Bring your arms either to cactus arms against the ground, or if you have enough space, you can extend your arms out to both sides. Inhale here. As you exhale, both knees to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, both knees to the left. Go a couple more times each way with your own breath. You might need to coordinate just a little bit with the person next to you. Try to keep your feet wide, and what that does, it opens up space in your low back. So as you take your knees side to side, your low back isn't crunching up at all. It's nice and open. So you feel this in your hips. You feel the space in your low back. You feel that length on each side of your body as you go from side to side. Good. After you've taken a few rounds of these, you might want to hold on each side for a couple breaths or so, but when you feel complete with these windshield wipers, no rush. Just find a happy baby pose. So a few breaths in your happy baby, maybe rocking it out, maybe extending one leg and then the other, even both at the same time. Maybe you kind of take it into a sort of plow pose variation even. Sometimes I like to bring the soles of my feet together with my hands holding my feet and pull my feet in towards my body, press my knees away. So it's like Supta Baddha Konasana with your feet lifted. So lots of little explorations you can play with here. And then from happy baby, give yourself about 5 to 10 breaths to finish off your own practice, whatever else your body needs. And then just transition into your final relaxation. So your final relaxation is either corpse pose, or if there's another position that you would like to take, it's intentional, feel free to take that instead. And as you settle in, you can let your breath now start to become effortless. You can let your body just really give in to gravity. So, a thought for you as you move into your Shavasana. Just says how long we hold on and how tight we hold on is just a sign of how long that pattern has been held in our body and how deeply that specific need has been unmet. So one of the things I'm trying to work with in my own life, in my own practice, is loving the parts of myself that I want to change, loving the parts of myself that I feel sometimes ashamed of, allowing them to be held. And by falling in love with the parts of ourselves we want to let go of, I think that's the only way that we can finally let go. We can't force ourselves into relaxation. We can't force ourselves to soften. We can't force ourselves to let go. So can you just accept and love every single part of you? Those parts of you that are just aching for your attention and your awareness and your love. So these last few minutes, as I play my bowls, most people enjoy them. They sound relaxing. Sometimes they sound too intense or a little overwhelming. So let that be just a practice for you, just like your yoga practice. What are you holding on to inside of you energetically that perhaps wants to be let go of, wants to be just held and embraced, and then let it move through. So let the bowls, let the vibrations just stir up anything inside of you that needs some attention. Notice what you feel as you feel it. And if anything feels like too much, just give it your breath. Soften with your exhales. Shavasana. Start to breathe down into your belly again. Bring just gentle movement back to your body. Roll as you're ready to either side, fetal position. Just taking one last moment to rest there on your side body. Let your practice, let that sound bath just really settle and soak in inside of you. Use your arms to slowly guide yourself up into seated meditation. So sit up nice and tall with your eyes closed and your hands gathered to your heart center. And we'll seal this class, this practice all together. There's so many of us in here today, so we'll take one Om together. So try not to worry, just like we don't worry about how we look in yoga, don't worry about how you sound. Just let your voice come through. So start by exhaling, emptying out, clear your throat if you need to. Breathe in your voice. Oh. Namaste. Right, friends, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for making space for each other in here. It's like the good old days almost. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I hope I see you again soon.
Where did you put your yoga?
My yoga pants? Actually, my friend made them, and that she started this company. It's called Taylor Page. It's like this. But then I don't know if it's still going. Like, I think it might have died. Thank you. I know, thank you. But somebody was wearing these very similar looking ones that they had bought on Amazon. So my search. Yeah. Thank you. Are you? I know. I was just like, I need some freaking sunshine, man. Taylor, sorry, I just moved that because I was like, there's so much shit in this room. I was like gonna go around and just move everyone's purses, and they're like, okay, Katie, stop. Your OCD needs to stop. Stressful. Okay. Thank you. One, 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 one.